Okay, hello everyone. Some VRS sprint series at Spa. I'm gonna probably die in this. I'm not sure if we're even gonna survive this, if I'm gonna be brutally honest, but we'll see. I just need to load up the setup, so I have to put this over because I'm still using the VRS setup. I've made some alterations to it, but I still can't show it. Where is it? My race. Let's load up the race setup because I need to. It's very tricky. This is going to be really hard work to try and not die. I'm a little bit worried that we might not make it through because there's a tyre wear. I haven't even tested what tyre wear is going to be like. There's a few corners that are really nervous, but I'll do my best and see if we can survive at least half the race. Let's see how it goes. Not really. Last night when we was on, Nick Makosi was driving the Mercedes and it had insane tyre wear. He no-stopped it. And the car was faster on the track as well, so I think a lot of cars have got improved ability, like in some areas, and I think it's, to me, I reckon there's hardly any difference. I think it's just that they've tried to fix the Audi basically and the a few other cars possibly. Let's just take the sound off this so you can hear it. Let me go on to here. Oh, I need to get off the track here. Why, I put the sound on for you. Right, again, you're gonna have to let me know if this is a little bit too loud. We'll do it quickly, test it now. I need to be careful here. Right, let me know with the sound if it's a bit too loud or... It's going to be so hard to survive this track. I need to work out the fuel as well. Is the volume on the car okay though? It's not too loud, is it? Now we're coming up to this corner. Is gonna scare me, I think, this corner. I feel like this is the corner that's gonna probably end the race early, but that is exactly why. I got it sorted before when I've tested this out earlier and I did get it into a way that I can do that corner, but it's just so risky. Right, let me seems okay. Yeah, we got it on the same level as we had the other day. I haven't touched it, and no one said it was too loud then, so I think it should be okay, I think. It's just a lot of it's the setup that we're using, and a lot of people have trouble on that corner though. It's a corner that will catch you out so easy. You've got to get used to. You've got to lift off the throttle, but you can't lift off too much. You've basically got to. It's just getting used to driving it. I was doing okay before when I tested it. We had okay pace, but just got to get back used to it now.
car on your left. Keep to the right. Clear on the left.
I don't think he's too happy I overtook him, but I want to get the tyres warmed up. So the race starts in 15 minutes on this. So I've got 15 minutes to warm up. Uh-oh. That's a bit better. You've just got to give it a little lift, but not enough that it sends the rear, the weight transfer. Ah, didn't get on the power properly. Yeah, this car feels different to GT Sport. This feels a bit more how it should feel, if I'm brutally honest. I would say this feels a little bit closer to Assetto Corsa, but Assetto Corsa is a little bit more stable than this. But a lot of that's probably the setup we're running as well. It's gonna take me 10 minutes just to get warmed up with this.
Go right.
Try not to miss the apex and actually hit it this time on this corner. Oh, understeer there. So the big thing with Spa is, can you make it to the end without getting disqualified? I've got to try and avoid getting the times ones, because I think it's going to be an 18-lap race, so you can't. You've got to basically, one a lap is basically the maximum you can afford, and you've got to have like 1 or 2 laps with none. So it's very, very tricky. Okay, so we go a lot faster than that anyway. One good thing about the setup so far is the change. I made a little change to it, and it's really secured the car through the top of Radian or whatever it's called. But it seems a lot more planted through there, so hopefully that corner won't catch me out, hopefully. But now that I've said that, that's probably where I will die. Yeah, the cockpit view is such a good. There should be like a separate mode on most games where cockpit view is forced, because it makes it equal, and that's what I like about it. That's better through there. To be fair, GT Sport's 2 like, this is more, you won't get many people on a controller on this, whereas GT Sport, you're gonna get people on a pad, so it's hard to really say. This is more hardcore sim than GT Sport, a lot more.
Got a slow car on the right. You got a slow car on the right. Go left.
Don't know what I am doing there. Brake too early.
Car stop on the left. Go right.
These times ones are going to be so hard to. I think I should have had a practice race before I did this race. I need to work out the fuel as well. Gonna practice the I'm gonna do this lap actually, and then let's have a little look. Yeah, I'm gonna do this lap, and then on the next lap, on the in lap, I'm gonna go in the pits and practice a pit entry. I've not done that yet. Pad only championship, yeah, but the problem with that is I don't know whether they've got the ability to tell who's on a pad or not. I'm not too sure. I know Project Cars has got the ability, but I'm not sure about GT Sport. Track limits, I'm gonna have to really concentrate on the track limits here. No, do you know what, Lightning, on this? Oh my god, my nose. It's not the most easy to. It's not easy to drive by any means, but its tyre wear is fine. I don't think you really get any issues with tyre wear, but it will literally kill you at any opportunity still on this. I still think that Assetto Corsa's version of the R8, this model, is the best version. It feels really stable on that. And it must be the best. Well, to be fair, Jake Dennis, when he drove the R8 GT3 car in real life, said that the Assetto Corsa one was pretty much perfect. He said it felt identical to how it did in real life. So I'm guessing they did a really good job on that car in that game. let's go in the pits anyway. This is the corner where it just... Okay, I'm getting the hang of that corner now. I've just got to make sure I keep it up for the race. That was okay. Judged that quite well then. Okay, so let's just go in the pits. There. About to start this race. Let's get the qualifying setup loaded up. So apologies why I do this, but we have to do it. Which one was it? That one. And then I'm not going to forget to take that off like last time. No, that was just a warm-up, but I had full fuel on then. I've got to put the qualifying fuel on now. The lobby will open in about 3-4 minutes, something like that. Yeah, I think we should do that when we do the FIA. We should have like a little 18 rated, because the swearing that comes out of me in the FIA races on GT Sport. Who's going to be watching? I'm hoping I have a good race here and it all goes well, no issues, which it probably won't happen. We all know what's going to probably happen, but I'm hoping it goes well, because then we can I want to watch Super GT stream as well later. He's streaming his new setup at 8 o'clock, so the aim is everyone from my stream, if you're interested, we're all going to jump into Super GT's stream and check out his stream at 8 o'clock. I really want to see how he gets on that. It looks like such a good setup, so I'll be interested in that. Yeah, 99 people so far registered, so 100 people so far. That's an awkward amount. It won't be a 30-car race. It'll be 25 cars in each race at the moment. Yeah, remember tyre wear and fuel's on ×1 in this. Oh, that's what I need to work out. Crap, just let me do this. It is 60 litres you get in this car, isn't it? I think it is. I'm pretty sure it's 60 litres. I've just got to do a rough guide. I can kind of get a rough guide of what fuel I need in by just doing this. 60 divided by 4.44. So I need 4. Right, let's just do 4.5 times by 4. So I need to put about 20 litres. I'll put 21 litres in. 21 litres of fuel I'll put in. Now, you have to pit in this. You only start with they start you with a lower fuel amount. You don't change tyres though. You just go in the fuel for pits. You can't really get away with a no stopper on this. It just doesn't work. It's impossible. You might be able to do it, but you'd be so much slower. I don't even think you could do it, to be fair. You'd have to run round in like the proper slow fuel mixture, and you'd have no chance. So yeah, I'll put 21 litre. I might put 22 litres of fuel in just to make sure. I think, just so I don't get caught out. But that should be plenty then. The main aim of this is going to be avoiding picking up the ×1s, so we need to get as many clean laps as possible, because this track, it is deadly. You've only got 17 ×1s to get and you're disqualified, and it's an 18-lap race. On average, I'm picking up more than 1 a lap. That's not a good ratio to be averaging. Yeah, you can't really have it. On GT Sport, you can't have it. I think you can use a control pad on iRacing. They let them use it anyway. It's not the best way to play the game, really, but you can use tilt controls as well, I think. Yeah. It'll all be about right, let's go and enter this. We're going straight into qualifying with no warm-up on the qualifying fuel. Let's just do it. Let's just do it and see how this goes. God. No. It's forced cockpit cam on iRacing Lightning. Why I like it. You can only use the view that you can change the field of view, but you can't come out the cockpit. And you can't look backwards. You've only got your mirror. There's none of this looking back, and you can look to the left and right, but you can't look back. You just got your mirror. So we're gonna just pray that we can. I really am a little bit worried that I'm not gonna get. I've got to just. The problem is, if you take that corner too easy, that's when you spin because you lift too much. When you lift, the weight transfers too much. You've got to be aggressive through the corner to stop the rear from just losing it. So it's really hard. It's gonna be a tricky one. This. I've just got to get in the rhythm. So I apologize if I'm not reading the chat too much. It's because I really have to focus on this one. This is my first race so far. What day are we on now? Friday. So it's been open since Tuesday. So there's going to be a lot of people that have done this race a few times. They're used to the combination and they're going to be a lot more up to speed. But if I finish in, depending on how many people are in the race, we'll have a little look now. I'm not going to be as fast as my iRacing. Again, we're going to be lower down the grid. But if it's a 30-car grid, I'll be happy with qualifying mid-pack, I'd say. Between 15th and 18th, something like that. Because we'll probably still be top split. We'll have a little look now at what we're rated. Then we can judge the lobby when we get in. Let's have a little look. Oh, so wait there, we're 4th rated. So it's probably a top split because I have a feeling I know why it's like that. It might not be a top... No, it should be a top split because we're 4.2k I-rated. I think a lot of people have probably gone to... Is the Daytona starting? I think the Daytona might have started the 24-hour race, so a lot of people are probably doing that. That might be why. But if I qualify... Even if I qualify... If I qualify... I think I'll be happy with qualifying between the 12th to 15th, something like that, I think. I'll be happy with that. Let's go out and have a little warm-up with these tyres. Oh, it's finished anyway. Oh, well.
You got about 5 laps of fuel.
Yeah, so I think a lot of people are doing the Daytona race. Yeah, they'll all be doing the Daytona. Obviously, I can't. One, I don't have a team, and two, I can't really do stuff like that because with kids, I just couldn't stay up all night. It wouldn't be fair on the missus, especially when she's in work tomorrow, so I couldn't do stuff like that. That's the only frustrating part from my... I physically can't do it. So this is quite a long track, so I'm going to go straight out into qualifying. Wish me luck. Let's go straight out. We can't afford to sit in the pits too long here.
Got about 5 laps of fuel left.
Boy, it feels so iffy on that part when you come out the pits with the cold tyres. The shed was awful. Unfortunately, you can't look after kids in a shed. I didn't even look at the temperatures. Should have really looked at that. I have to say though, I am starting to get used to the Audi a bit. It still feels like it can I still don't feel confident enough that it's not going to wipe me out at any corner, but I'm getting there with it. I think it's going to be a car that I slowly pick up the more I drive it. Right, let's get these tyres into the condition that I want them. I don't want to be driving too aggressive on the outlap. Put the kids in the shed. Alright, let's go for this.
Green flag, green flag. Okay, here comes your first contract.
Missed the apex, but I lost about maybe 2 temps, not a massive amount.
You have about 2 laps of fuel left.
Not much rotation through there, but whew, made it through it.
One more lap.
Too bad. Could have been better though. Ah, get on the power. Ah, times 1. Oh well. It wasn't a bad first lap, it just wasn't brilliant. There was more left in that bit. Oh well. So it's not bad so far. Let's just see what the other people are doing on their times. We could have got mid 214, but I don't think... My race pace never seems to be as good as my qualifying at the moment. Obviously, I've got to work on that. Let's get this setup sorted anyway while we're waiting. So let's just put this up while I do this. My setups. Changes. Yeah, it was a steady lap. It was safe. It wasn't particularly amazing, but let's hope it's good enough to start in the top 10. It looks like it will be. It's a hard track to even get a lap in on this, though. So, yeah. Let's just hope for the best. The aim is to finish, really. You can only do 2 laps in qualifying, Jonesy. And there's It had 3 laps really. It just says 5 laps. It's just the engineer hasn't got a clue because you're on low revs. As soon as you go out, it would have changed. I had just enough to do the 2 flying laps, and that's the only amount of laps you can do in qualifying. Yeah, I'm on about in GT Sport. Yeah, it's different, but in iRacing, your race pace is never the same as qualifying because of the fuel you're using. You can change your fuel for qualifying in iRacing. It's not like GT Sport where they force you to race the full fuel. You can move it to whatever you want. I'm really shocked that that's still P3. P4, is it? No, yeah, P3. I didn't expect that, if I'm brutally honest, because let's just have a little look. What is it? Quite a warm track? Ah, it's a warm track, so that's not a bad lap. That most of the practice sessions have been track 21, sometimes down to 18. So I could have gone. I think I could have got that to a 14.6, something like that, similar to that, which wouldn't have been a bad lap. That's not a bad. I'm quite happy with that, to be fair. For that temperatures, for my first qualifying on it, it was lap 1. I pussied it a bit, but that's the way it goes. Let's go to track anyway. Get ourselves on the track. Let's get all this sorted.
Pit road is closed.
I'm going to put 22 litres in. I think that should be enough. And we're going to take the tyres off. And back to the relative. And I need to get the... I want session. Why won't it change from session best so to like session last lap? Oh yeah, there you go. Is it? I'll just leave it on my session best lap actually. It'll just give me an idea how far behind I am. The R8's way different to the Mercedes on this. It's a completely different car to drive. Mercedes is all the weights at the front. You can feel... I mean, sorry. Yeah, all the weights at the front. And the Audi, you can feel the weight in the middle and to the rear. You know that a little bit aggressive on downshifting and it just wants to bite. The Mercedes is the easier car to drive. But I think that the Audi's more rewarding in my view. So I'm quite surprised I'm starting here, but it's not particularly high rated lobby. There's a lot of mixtures in the grid, but still a top split, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I know it's a top split. The Merc the engine is towards the mid, but it's more towards the front than the middle. That's the problem with the Mercedes. It's not behind the driver, it's in front of the driver. So that's why it's that's why it's the way it is. We have to judge this. This is going to be nervous because I haven't been at the front. I hope I don't bin it. Whoa.
Get ready, going green. The pace car is in. Green, green, green.
P2 messed it up.
Left side. Clear.
Okay, we're into P2. That was a surprise. He messed it up. He messed the start up. Oh, it went a bit loose then. That Merc's going to get a run, possibly.
Car on your left. Stay on the right. Still there.
The straight line speed on that Merc, no point me fighting that. We got to stay in his slipstream really here.
Go left.
Oh,
All right. Clear.
he messed the corner up P1. What did he do then? Is he struggling or is it me? Seems to be really struggling with something and I don't know what. Oh, is that has he got a slow down for that? Is that'll be he definitely got a ×1 at least. Ah, I'm losing the slipstream. Oh, just about avoided getting a ×1 then. But they seem to have a little bit better pace than what I can live with here. I went a little bit dodgy through there then. That Mercedes is going to be in my slipstream on the straight on the after this lap. Braking too early there. Ultra safe. That's an Audi behind me actually, I think. I braked far too early, playing it too safe. The better exit though. I'm not risking nothing for a biscuit in this one. That's my first ×1, that's not too bad.
The next car's the leader.
Ah, big moment on the rear of them. Has the Audi got back past? I think he has. But the Mercedes had really good top speed, so he might get him back. Oh, he's going for it. They're going for it side by side. That Mercedes has got such a good straight line speed as he got round him. I didn't get a very good exit there. We're losing a bit of time on the Delta, but... oh, that Mercedes ran really wide through there then. Oh, we've got someone coming out of the pits. Oh, that could cause trouble, that.
You've got a slow car on the left. Go right.
Now, we've got a gap here. We've got a 6/10 gap. He's not really close enough. Take that. That's a better exit that time. That's where I lose time. I've always had trouble on that chicane. Even when I was on it, when I used to play it. He's going to be very close at the top of this hill now. Don't think he gets a good enough run through there. He seems to have to lift. I think he has to lift because of his setup, and then he doesn't have the straight line speed going down the straight. I'm going to say left. I don't think he can go for that. Oh shit, I'm going to have to go defensive.
Left side. Clear on the left.
Right, let's just get the rhythm back. That was really scruffy. I need to just get some concentration back now. That was really scruffy. That was my poor, really poor driving by me. Oh, the car nearly went. Shit. I had to save it. Oh, he messed the chicane up. That's giving me a bit of breathing space. Ah, that's what I wanted to do through there. Much better on turn 1. Now, I think he's under pressure now, and I've got a gap. This is good. Yeah, he's under pressure. This is good for me. Better through there that time. No, not again. Come on. Stop running wide there, you idiot. Come on, this lap's been decent. I've actually broke the slipstream to him, that's good. Oh, it's starting to feel really dodgy. I'm gaining on P2 here. Only a little bit, but I am gaining again. He's got the slipstream at P1 though. Or has he? I can't work it out. Better, that's better. Stay on the power, that's nice. Nicely done. Yeah, we're still 3 seconds behind him. This is a better lap. We've actually gained, put a 10th on him on that lap. We're matching the leader's pace. You can never really tell the delta on this part of the track. It goes a bit weird, but by the time we get to the end of the lap, it actually feels nice that the pace is quite decent today. We're nearly 2 seconds ahead of P4 now. Oh, I did crap a bit then. I got the right-hand tyre on the grass. Oh, this is really intense, this, I swear. One mistake and... Oh shit, the tyres are getting loose.
You got about 2 laps of fuel.
Oh my god, I swear. The car through there is getting loose at every lap. I'm getting a bit worried. I have to take that ×1 or I would have binned it. He's going to be he's in the slipstream again. The car's starting to feel a little bit tricky to drive. Okay, so that's I think that's a Mercedes behind us now. Shit, I've binned it. Oh no, you fucker. I don't believe it. Ah, shit. I think the car's too damaged. Yeah, we're out.
Too much damage. We've got to fix it.
Oh, a stupid corner to do it on. Not even a hard corner. Oh, not even a... That's such a stupid corner. I hit the curb. Oh, the pace was good as well. I'm so pissed off. The pace was good. I'm proper annoyed at myself there. That was going really well, that race. The pace was good, and I just... Oh, crap. I hit the curb on the right-hand side. I hit it too hard. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, that was my fault. Nothing I can complain about. It was an error on my behalf. Tosser. Oh. I don't know what to say. Let's have a little watch. I'm pretty sure it was the curb. I hit the curb on the inside. You don't get away with that on iRacing. Yeah, the pace was decent. I had okay pace. It wasn't lightning fast, but it was decent enough. It's a shame. Let's just so annoyed at myself. Let's just go to chase cam. I know exactly what I did. I hit the curb on this next corner. You watch how early I turned in. I turned in just a fraction too early and hit the curb here. There, look. And you don't get away with that. And once the rear goes on iRacing, you just don't get away with it. Car's totaled as well, look. I should have probably drove it back to the pits, but at the end, I think it's got too long to, I think it had way too long for repairs. Let's just have a little look. See the repair time. Yeah, we got 21 minutes of... We got 21 minutes of required repairs. The race will be over, so we're out that. The race will be over before it's even done. I'm so annoyed at myself. I was beating people with higher rank than me as well. Ah, it's so annoying. Just a silly mistake, but I've just got to get used to this Audi, I think. It feels like my kind of car. It feels like the kind of car that I can perform well with once I've got the hang of it. So I'm going to stick with this R8. Obviously, if it's weak on a track, then we'll go to a different car. But it was going so well. Let's have a little look at the laps I was doing. So our race pace was 15.6, 9, 8, 5, 4, a 16. That was with the mistake. Then a 15.1, a 15.2, a 15.3, and a 15.6. So we were actually picking the pace up from the start, even though the tyres were going. Obviously, the fuel's coming down as well, but that's a shame. Let's have a little look at the leaders' pace. What was their type of So they're about 3-4 attempts faster than the leader, but on them 5 maybe, but yeah, about half a second a lap faster. But the early pace, yeah, they were faster, but
What about this guy? Because this guy felt like he was around the same. Look, 15.5, 15.2, 15.4, 15.4, 15.4, 15. So his pace was really close to mine. Ah. Oh well. Yeah, iRacing's one of them though. I mean, I've seen so many drivers lose it at Spa. Spa is not an easy track, and when I say not easy, I mean like you ask anyone how hard it is here to. When the tyres go on a few of these corners, you just go. There's not much you can do. The next race is at 8 o'clock. I did want to. This is why we did this race, because I was going to end it after this, but I could maybe have a little warm up at. Trying to see if the Ferrari, what the let's just come off this. I'm going to save it anyway. That was a really fun race while it lasted. That I really did enjoy it until that moment of the shit driving. It's in faster. Ah, so annoyed. I knew it. Do you know what? No, I'm not doing GT Sport today. I kind of expected that to happen though. I was like, before the race, I was convinced it would have happened a lot earlier than that. Let's have a little look at the Ferrari. I haven't practiced the Ferrari yet. I can get a coffee now. Yeah. Let's just withdraw from that. I haven't practiced this yet, so I want to do this on the weekend. Ferrari Imola. So we can jump on that, and I'll have a little warm. See what my pace is like on that. Have a little practice for a bit until Super GT goes live at 8. So I want to stream. I'll stream up to pretty much then. I'll see what time is it now. See, I don't think I'm gonna have time to. That doesn't start till. It starts at 7:30. That, but not a good idea going into a race with 30 minutes practice. But I'll give it a go and see what it's like. If I feel confident enough to get an okay result, then I'll do it. See how this goes. We'll just test it and jump in a lobby that's had a few. That's got 30 minutes left. That's had a few people setting time, so we'll jump in this one. Warm up for a bit. I've got 40 minutes to warm up, so might be able to do this. We'll see. I like Imola, but I normally take a while to get up to speed on iRacing. That's what's annoyed me about that, is that my pace was it wasn't like amazing, but it wasn't bad by any means. Proper shame, but oh well. We lasted to lap 12, was it? We had 6 more laps to go. It's an 18 lap race, that. So we were pitting on that lap. That was the lap we would be going in the pit as well. But you know what? It doesn't annoy me as much as stuff with GT Sport, because it was my fault at the end of the day. I made the error. Yeah, you win some, you lose some. But at the end of the day, it was my error. I can't blame anything else. Like, no penalty system. It's my fault. I made the error. I hit the curb. I hit the grass. The rear went. I tried to save it, but on iRacing, when the car goes, it's so hard to catch a slide. It's basically impossible. You can do it if you time it perfect, but it is so hard. But yeah, it was fun while it lasted. I was really enjoying that. The pressure from behind. I managed to build the lead up from that Audi, but then that Mercedes was coming through. He looked like he had a bit better race pace. I don't know how long I would have been able to hold him off, but I enjoyed it. That's the most important thing. I was having a lot of fun then. It's not like GT Sport. You only have to hold that concentration for 15 minutes. We were racing them for, I think it was like, we were about 30. Well, yeah, about just under 30 minutes into the race. And it's just a lapse of concentration. But oh well. Let's just. This is default setup. This, so we don't have to worry about any setup or anything, hiding anything. Let's see what the lap times are. 42.2. That looks like a very fast time. So now I've got to get used to this Ferrari again. Oh, let me check something with this car actually, because last time we were in this, we had the wrong degree of rotation. Right, it's all. I think that's okay. Yep, seems okay. The missus will bring me one up hopefully after, or I can make myself one before we go into Super GT stream. So what I want to do is try and get everyone from our stream into Super GT stream when this ends. But we might be able to do this race at 7:30. It all depends. I like this track. I have driven it since I've come back, but with the R8. Let's just see how long it takes to get used to this car. Whoa, the steering wheel feels really heavy. I need to change the force feedback with this car. Okay, the force feedback needs altering for this car. How do I set car specific force feedback? Let me just see. Right, that's too strong. Let's just try that. It was way too heavy, the steering wheel. It's because with the Audi, I raised it up because the Audi feels really light, whereas this feels more weighty. Still feels a little bit heavy. Yeah. Need to alter the force feedback needs to be lower still. Oh, drifted.
They say you cut the course. You'll have to slow down and give up the time gained.
Well, I didn't cut it, I drifted it. I mean, it's a bit harsh. So we're way off the pace at the moment, but it'd be interesting to see what sort of pace I can get up to. But there can be no excuse with setups in this one because default setup, everyone's got the same setup. Although you can change the brake bias, obviously. Oh, piss off. Why am I running so wide there? I miss tracks like this though. This is where GT Sport's lacking in the variety of real tracks. You know, Imola, such a good track to drive.
It's one of the areas that Forza 7's quite good on. I still remember watching WGT, and I was really like surprised how good the tracks looked. You know, the variety of tracks. Let me change this for feedback. Yeah. I mean, if we get Spa and Silverstone in the next few months, that'll make up for it. You know, that's 2 real tracks. And the good thing about Silverstone is it's got more than, you know, Silverstone has more than one variation, so will they add the other? I know Catalunya didn't get it, but let's hope they bring it into. I'm gonna try 12 point. I want to go to 12 point. I'll piss off for 1 point. Leave it on that. So far we're in P22 on my first proper lap. P23 make that in this practice session. We can get that. We can get that up into I think we can get a low 43 at least, maybe a high 42. I do like this Ferrari on this on iRacing. It feels really nice. This is another. When will we get this car on GT Sport? It's overdue. You know, Project Cars 2's got it. iRacing's got it. Assetto Corsa's got it. Why has GT Sport not got it? It's a bit of a weird one, really. You know, they've got the license for Ferrari, so use it, Polifoni. Give us this GT3 car. Ouch. My fault. Tried to push too hard then. I need to build my speed up a little bit more on this. Like GT Sport, you can just jump on and you get up to speed dead quick. This game, you've got to slowly build the speed up. It's only a practice session, bro. It doesn't really matter. I'll let him go down there. I hope that doesn't give me a black flag. It might, though. I tried to do it to get out of his way. So we will do Spa again though. I think we'll try and do that on Sunday probably. If anyone wants to watch that, I think we can. It'll be a bit more competitive as well. We'll probably be fighting for more P14 to 20 in that one because the Daytona 24 will have finished. Oh, the rear went funny then. But let's let him go a bit. Let's build the gap up. Tyre wear, yeah, of course. The iRacing, come on. It's just ×1 though. They don't ever, they never, ever change it from your basic, normal, real tyre wear. Same with fuel. And there's a reason for that, because it makes sense. I mean, for them it does as well. But even on this race, it's only this race is only 15 minutes long. It's on every hour. It's like GT Sport type distance. It ends up being normally, I think, about a 17-minute race, something like that. But the tyre wear is on the same. It's just no pit stop. It's just a sprint race, and that's why I like. You know, there's no worrying about fuel or tyres. It just drive maximum to the end. I can brake well later into there. Oh, that curb. Okay. Just got to be careful on the curb by the looks of it. It's the weight transfer when you're going from left to right as well. That's better through there. Yeah, I mean, I just wish they'd just give it, like, I understand they might not, you know, that might not be what they want on GT Sport, but there's people that want racing like the race we were just doing on Spa. I'm pretty sure there is enough people on GT Sport who want racing like that. I know that I would want to do it, and I think there's a lot of other drivers on GT Sport that would do a 40-minute race. You have to pit once because it starts you on low fuel. And maybe do a forced pit stop for tyres or something. I think there's a lot of people that would do it, and it's just a bit baffling why they just won't give us what, even if it's just a race every 4 hours or so, something like that. It's not all the time, just every 4 hours. I think a lot of people would want to do it. Oh shit! I just meant to do that. It was all deliberate. Yeah, they could put ×2 on, but I'd be happy with just normal ×1. And, you know, they don't have to, like I say, it can be a race that's on every 4 hours rather than every hour. Or, you know, it doesn't need to be a race on all the time. It can just be like 3 of them a day or something like that. Just give us the option of something different to race. I think I damaged the suspension as well on that. I feel like I might have damaged it on the curb then when I went over it. We'll be able to tell on the straight whether we lose speed down the straight or not. Have a little look here. Can't really tell. Nah, it should be okay. We're losing a bit of time, so... Yeah, done it again. Let's just change. Let's get out of his way. Just double check we've not got damage, but I'm hitting the grass on the right hand side. You choose that over 4 months of updates. I mean, I don't mind the updates. The updates don't bother me. I don't mind having updates. I quite like. Do you know what? I like updates because it gets you excited for the game a bit. Like what's new. So I kind of like them. See you later, Phil. Have a good night, mate. What time is it now? Got 25 minutes before I have to decide if this is worth risking or not. At the moment, it's not worth risking. But at least if we have this warm-up now... What am I doing? At least if we have the warm-up now, I can race this before the end of the week. I can always jump on tomorrow day as well. Or, yeah, I can't stream tomorrow day, but I'll be streaming GT Sport tomorrow night. I think in the day tomorrow, I'm going to get the footage sorted, some of the footage sorted for the brake bias video. Try and get some of that done, and then try and get more of it done on Sunday, and try and get it done for next week. So the brake bias video should be out next week. I'm going to really try and get it sorted, because I haven't showed you, I've got the other camera sorted as well now. I'll show you that in a minute. It's not as good as the camera I use, but it's not a bad one. Where is it? I don't know where it is. I'll have a look in a minute. We died in the race. We were having a really good race though, to be fair, and we died. A driver error. I'm not sure if I'm going to do this race though. We're just practicing this one just to see how far off the speed I am. I haven't done a good lap yet though. I feel like the brake bias is a little bit too far to the rear. We were in P3 on Spa, and we were coming up to the pit stop. We were on lap 12, I think it was, and I just made a daft error, got on the curb, got on the grass a bit, lost the rear and couldn't save it, so it was a bit annoying, but it was my fault, so I can't really complain at it. I hate the way that's the ×1. I feel like that should be allowed. This is Imola. One of the best tracks I think going. I love this track. Oh. Yeah, it's a brilliant track, Imola. One of the best. Again, it's a track with a lot of history. It's always tracks with the history that are the best, I find. Not always the best history, like, obviously for this one, but... Ah, that bloody curb. Come on. What am I doing? Yeah. New tracks are all about safety now. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but I would rather I'd rather some tracks like this back on the proper calendars for stuff like F1. I don't know how this track would cope with F1 now though. I'm not sure if it'd be able to do it. Setup, this is default setup on this one, but setups make a big difference on iRacing. Which is why I'm still struggling a bit, because I haven't got the grasp of the setups. Yeah, it's a little bit too narrow and probably too... not enough straights. Well, there's a long straight, obviously, but then again, they run at Hungaroring still. Is it much difference to Hungaroring in terms of how narrow it is? The bumpy track wouldn't be an issue because they could just resurface it. That wouldn't really be a problem. I need to try and get a clean lap in here. This is annoying me. I haven't managed to do one good lap yet. That there is going... maybe it's the brake balance. Maybe I need to go a little bit more to the front with the brake balance. Not sure. Let's try going 52.8. That's better through there. Press the accelerator a bit more. Yeah. Gotta stop making mistakes. This is why I think it'd take me a good... I ain't gonna probably be able to do this race. It's probably gonna take me a good hour or so just to get warmed up. It took me a while to get used to Donington, and this is a lot harder than Donington. Like, Donington Park was a fairly easy track to get used to.
Go left.
Too aggressive on the... How's that?
The course. You'll have to slow down and give up the
Let's just
time
go back
gain.
and get some fresh tyres here. Can't work out why I'm so far off the pace here. I need to... I've got the potential to go faster and just keep running off the track and getting times ones. So we need to be late 42s. Around there we need to be 42.6, which I should be able to do. I don't think I can get 41s. That looks like quite an insane lap. I don't think that's possible, really. Not for me, anyway. But I forgot about this trick in the pits that everyone does. Is it going to work in this car? Yeah. You change gears and you keep doing it. You go a little bit faster, and it doesn't give you a penalty for it. I saw Nicky Fim doing it the other day, reminding me about it. Yeah, I've moved the brake bias a little bit forward here. I can see the potential I've got because I keep going like up by 3/10 and then making a daft mistake, and then the next corner I'll gain again.
Slow car ahead.
Okay, this feels a bit better. Maybe I had a bit of damage then again. Maybe I've got to be a bit more gentle on these curbs. Yeah, that's risky, that though. So our optimal now is a 43.5, just with that little run then. 43.4 should I say. So we can go, we can get the speed. Let's see what we can do on this lap now. Missed the apex, what a dick. That's gonna cause damage, that curb. Yeah, I don't know if I've damaged it already. This track is gonna annoy me. I'm gonna probably practice this properly. That session's over anyway. Let's go and join another session. 15 minutes. I haven't got time to. I don't think we're gonna have time to join this race. I don't feel warmed up enough, really. The sausage curbs, yeah, I think I need to stay off them, to be honest, or try to avoid them as much as possible. Just find a different session to join on that. It's frustrating because I would have done that, but maybe I should have warmed up on this the other day, really. But what was the other race? We needed to do Brands Hatch as well, warm up on that. Need to download the VRS Brands Hatch setup as well. Don't know if I downloaded that. Join that quickly. Let's just have a little. We might as well use this time to warm up for a bit. I've got 40 minutes to carry on streaming, so we might as well just warm up. Try and get used to this Ferrari, and then we can stream the Audi. I feel like I'm getting there with that, so I don't really need to practice that much more. It's just about race practice more than normal practice. I know I made the mistake, but I think that I can just jump on now and do okay on me. We only had about what? We only had a little bit of practice before the race we just did then. Oh, it's the only thing with iRacing as well is how long it takes to get into the lobbies. It takes quite a while sometimes just to load the lobbies up. That's one of the downsides to iRacing, is just this time you're waiting just to load the tracks up. PR Berger said it's the best circuit in the world. Which, Spa or Imola? Ferrari Challenge Race. You mean in real life or on iRacing? In real life, yeah. I bet they are quite good fun to watch because they'll all be obviously similar pace, won't they? It's like the I like the Porsche Cup. The iRacing's got the Porsche Cup on it that you race in, but I need the V3 pedals for that. Because you need to have load cells really for that car. It's got no ABS. These have got ABS, so you can get away with it. See how other people are doing some of these. Let's have a little look at. Ace isn't particularly great in this lobby, so let's just jump out and see if we can. Let's see if we can improve this and get straight into the 43s. Brands Hatch. Yeah, Brands Hatch is a really good track. I wouldn't say it's the best track in the world though. It's a good track, but it's not the best. Not in my opinion, but. I wonder when they're going to give us the information on the next FIA season. Because if it starts on the 30th, which is what? Just over 10 days ago, we kind of need to know what's going on so we can pick our cars. They don't, in my view, Polyphony don't plan things very well. Oh. Did that on purpose.
They say you cut the course. You'll have to slow down and give up the time gained.
I like Laguna Seca. Very, really difficult track, but I like it. It's quite good on iRacing as well. Bathurst, another very good track. I like all tracks like that though. Bathurst, Laguna Seca, Imola, Spa, Monza. I really like the Hungaroring as well, but a lot of people don't like that, which confuses me. Drifted it? Oh my god.
Go right.
I don't particularly like watching racing on Hungaroring. I just think driving it's really good. Brake bias is wrong. I need to change that brake bias. I'm gonna go to 53.1. It's too much to the rear for me, that brake bias at the moment. This is really tricky with this car. Such a rubbish corner that. What am I doing? I even really like tracks like Road America, Watkins Glen. I love them tracks as well. Right, let's go for a good one. This is the corner I need to try and concentrate on. I just can't get it right. What am I doing? Sebring, yeah, good track as well. I like that. It's not one of my favourites, but I do like the track.
Go right.
Your mum wants to know if you're a good kisser. Awkward. Needs to really... Look, chat. It's really, this car is really difficult to start getting the speed out of it. Suzuka as well, yeah, I forgot about Suzuka. I really like Suzuka as well. Oh my, why can't I do these corners? That's better. Alright, let's try and hook this up. Oh, right. Alright, let's just try and see if we can get a good last few corners, just to get a 43 at least for now. Oh my god, why? Oh. What an idiot. I tried to go in far too aggressive. What an idiot. Yeah, I like Imola. I'm normally quite good on Imola as well, but today it doesn't seem like the day. Yeah, it'd be amazing to see this type of track in GT Sport. This was really strong on me before I mean, to be fair, this track was like a good track for me when I was playing it a lot, but can't seem to cope with it at the moment. I think I need a good like few hour session with this car to get used to it. Cadwell, not a massive fan of Cadwell. Yeah, I know, I keep hitting that grass, I know. Cadwell is I don't find it that hard to go from GT Sport to iRacing. It's not like when the original Project Cars came out and you tried to go and play a different racing game on that. That was really awkward to do, but GT Sport to iRacing is quite simple. Main area is downshifting and the braking, really. Pretty much, yeah. Just put it onto this. The only area which I had a bit of issue with was the pedals. I've got one bolt in and the other side's done with Velcro strips. But I could have used my T3PA Pro pedals if I wanted, but I like the wider brake pedals on this. I think me little girls might have had too much sugar by his stuff at Rocket. Yeah, I'm not a massive fan of Cadwell. Not really my kind of, not really my... what track I really like is Alton Park. I like Alton Park. They're all joining the race. Yeah, they've all gone to join that race. I'm just going to stick to this, practicing this for another 45 minutes, for half an hour or so. Try and get some speed up with this, and then, oh god. And then I might be able to race it at some point on the weekend. I feel like the braking's an area where I might need to alter the brake, the power needed with this car. You gotta really stay away from them curbs. Yeah, I'm gonna, if you want to look at a good sim rig and you've got the money, get the one Super GT's got, because that's perfect. That's the one I'm gonna probably try and get eventually. No bar in the middle. The Playseat's got the bar in the middle. It really bugs me. Yeah, I live about half an hour away from Alton Park. Still not really hooking these corners up. Yeah, the one Super GT's got is the type of rig I want, because you can just keep adding to it, buying different parts for it, and it's so adjustable. Any set of wheels or pedals really is going to fit it. That's why I like the look of it. Braked way too early then. But the issue for me at the moment is space. We can't really afford to move house yet, and at the moment I'm going to be stuck here for a bit, in between the bed and the wall. But it does its job for now. Hopefully one day we can have a proper area to do this sim racing in, and make it all a bit more professional. That's the aim, anyway. Mess the exit up. Got no space for a seat. You've got a shed in the garden. Where I live, I wouldn't risk putting anything of value in a shed. Plus, a good shed. Oh, I've done it again. That blood. Ah! The grass. Yo, to get a decent shed to do something like that and that would be secure, it's going to cost you quite a lot of money. Be cheap. It's like, it'd probably be better for us just to, because we rent at the moment, so. But to be able to, obviously, we need to be like, what we would need would be an extra £200 a month, probably to what we're paying now, £225 a month in rent. So we have to wait before we can commit to it, really. We've got to wait to see if like the channel improves and keeps growing, and then if it does eventually grow to a certain level, then I can actually say, yeah, we'll get somewhere bigger, and I'll have a separate room to do all the sim racing in, and then I can get a different sim rig. But I'm going to get the one that Super GT's got because it's perfect. It is literally everything that I'd want on that is ideal. It's just so... It's just got everything, really. I loved... What I liked on was the pedals. If you watch this video, you can see all the lines where the bolts go into, and you can move it across any way. You can go up, down. Like, it's just so much options, and that's what I like. I like adjustability and stuff like that. And when I seen that, that sold it for me. Yeah, the frame is perfect. I don't think you could get a better frame in my opinion, really. I mean, there probably is, but I like the way you can, you know, he's got the keyboard thing on the side. He's got the second screen just folds off of it. Perfect. I used to live right next to Brands Hatch. Well, I say right, it's about 5-10 minute drive away. That was when I was we moved when I was 7, but I do remember it. Key visiting Super GT. A bit far away from me, that. He lives about... I mean, if he lives in Kent, like a 4-hour drive away. Go and rob his setup. Get in the car. Take a van with me. Super GT's gone missing. They take his setup. I want your sim rig.
You've got a slow car on the left.
Okay, that's better in first gear there. That's what... I need to do that in first gear. Be more aggressive then. I'll start playing... yeah, I'll start finishing 6th. To be fair, we're already bottling it, so why not? To be fair though, I know we crashed on that race, but I was actually really happy with how I drove that. I felt like I was doing a good job up to then, and I was really shocked that I hadn't binned it before then, if I'm honest. Trying to brake too aggressive.
They say you cut the course. You'll have to slow down and give up the time gained.
I think he will struggle. He might struggle a bit at first to be as fast as he was. But then if he keeps... The problem is you can't just stop. You've got to keep at it. And I think he'll do it this time. I think he'll stick with it. Because he has tried the wheel before, but now he's got the proper PS4 wheel, and if he keeps at it, he'll eventually get there. But the problem is, when you go to anything, like switching over can be quite like daunting. When you, after a week, you're still not faster, and you're like, is this worth doing? But it is. The more you keep at it, the faster you'll get. There's a lot of time there to gain if I hook that corner up. This is where I can brake later as well. Down to first gear. Be aggressive on them curbs. Oh, Jimmy Broadbent, you mean? Oh, Did I hit the wall then? I don't know if I've just hit the wall. I don't think so. We can go back out. Oh, put all the gravel all over the road. Oh, yeah. Have some of that. Yeah, trail braking is really important, obviously. It's really important on iRacing. That's why you really want load cell pedals for iRacing. Right, I'm going to get a 43. This is going to be a 1 minute 43.5. I mean, that's not even a good lap, but at least it'll be progress. Too aggressive. Crap. I'm struggling on this combo.
You'll have to slow down and give up the time game.
Really struggling with this combination. So annoying. Just can't. Yeah, this isn't important. This is just practice session. This is nothing. This isn't, this is why I'm not really worried about my pace at the moment, because I'm just trying to get used to the car at this track. We're not racing this today. We've already binned it in a race. So, yeah. We were having a really good race at Spa, and then we let ourselves down a little bit on lap 12. But, yeah, this is not. This is just practicing. That's why I'm trying to read the chat as much as possible. Yeah, racing your own ghosts as well is really important, because you'll start seeing where like slower in sometimes is better, because you'll see the ghost go. You'll go ahead of the ghost, and then what you'll do is on the exit you'll see the ghost catching you up and going back past you, because if you've done the corner properly a bit slower in and got on the power that little bit earlier, you'll see it just pull away on the straight. That's what the ghost is the best way to learn a track, I think. I've never tried the Rallycross, Nathan. When did you get in here? I've only just seen you. Yeah, I've never tried the Rallycross. We will have a go at that at some point, but I'll probably be terrible at it. Evening, Zany. I hate racing the Ghost, but what I say to do is, obviously, if you've got the button to turn it on and off, always have it like every now and then just put it on so you can see where it is, and then when you take a corner a certain way on the straights, put it back on. That's what I always do, is on the straights put it back on, have a little look where it is, see if I've made a mistake or gained, and then you start learning from your mistakes and when you've done the corner properly. Yeah, the Fanatec's a good choice, obviously, but the only thing I would have got over the pedals would have been the V3s. That's what I would have over the pedals he's got. I would have V3 pedals. He has got the low tail kit on it, but I would have the V3. That's the only thing I'd change. But I am hoping to get the V3s at some point for iRacing, but I wouldn't be able to use them on GT Sport unless I find some sort of mod or like some. There was one thing. There is something you can buy, and it doesn't alter any. All it does is it makes it so that on any Thrustmaster wheel you can use Fanatec pedals. It's just that's all it does. This thing, but the bloke stopped making it, so they're really hard to find. Yeah, my ghost on-off button is the off button on the TGT. Just the direction up, so I can just press that and it'll go on and off. Because I can do it while driving with the wheel, I can just do it with my thumb. Yeah, I never use it through a corner. Never ever have it on through a corner. What you do is, when you're coming out of a corner, put it on, just so that you can see like how it's gaining, or if you're pulling away, and then before you get into the braking zone, turn it off, or even as soon as you've seen that it's gaining, turn it off. I do. Like if you'll ever see my track guide videos, every now and then you'll see the ghost, like as I'm coming out of a corner, I'll quickly flick it on and off just to see where I am in comparison to the ghost. Yeah, direction up it just feels like a good choice to use.
That's why I picked it. Yeah, using the ghost is really important, really. I just need to get. Do you know? I'm gonna get this lap. Let me just change. You can't even change anything on this because the only thing you can alter is the brake bias. Let's try going a little bit more to the. I'm gonna try that. Let's just have a go. You definitely can't do anything with the fuel because it's fixed. Right, before we end this stream, I'm gonna get a good lap in. And I want to get close to a 42 so that at least if I know I can get into the 42s, like 42.5, I can do the race then. I need to be down to a 42.5, something like that. The TGT is way better than the TGT is better than the T500. It's better than the miles better than the T300. It's not even a comparison, really. This wheel is the most advanced. It's one of the most advanced Thrustmaster wheels, even in the PC mode. It's very much like the TC PC Racer or whatever it is. It's basically the same wheel as that I think. Okay, so this feels a bit better with the brake bias more towards the front. I hate the track limits there. Oh, sod it. Yeah, Fanatec's really good. I think for GT Sport though, if you could have the perfect combination, it would be the V3 pedals with this wheelbase. That would be like the perfect combination, but you can't do that, unfortunately. I wish someone would just launch something, because it's possible to make any. It is possible to do it so that you can run any Fanatec pedals on a Thrustmaster wheel. Someone needs to launch something officially that you can buy properly. That's better through there. That brake bias is way better like that. You can actually get on the brakes and it doesn't rotate too much. Messed the exit up. CPX adapt, that might be it, I think, but it's not the drive hub. The drive hub doesn't do what I want it to do. But they stopped making the CPX. If that's the one I think it is, then they stopped making it. He said he was going to make a new one, then never did. Oh, we got a 43 at last, even though it's a crap lap still, but at least it's a 43. Way off the pace, though. I'm getting on that grass every time, and then killing my car on the sausage curbs. It wasn't that bad at Donington, you know. I don't know whether it's just this track that it's really tricky with.
I probably need to get a little bit up to speed. Like, I mean, this lobby's not particularly fast, but what am I, about 2 seconds off the pace there was someone before? I think he was really fast, but I need to be in the 42.5s to 7s, really, before I do the race with this, which I should be able to do. I don't think the track temperatures change on this. It's always, I think it's static around that. Yeah, load cell pedals are most important part of any setup, really. That's the part that really lets this, like, Thrustmaster, please make some load cells for the Thrustmaster wheels that works on console. I mean, can it be that hard for them to make an official set of load cells? Even if they're a few £100 or whatever, you know what I mean? Just make them, get them out there, let us buy them. I would buy, if Thrustmaster came out and said, we're going to make these load cell pedals £350 or £400 like the V3s, I will buy them instead of V3s, because they're going to work on this wheel and they're going to work with GT, they're going to work with every game. Why can't they just do it? I don't understand what their problem is with making them. Do they not know how to make them or something? Have they? I'm sure they can find out how to do it or whatever. Yeah, you can get a load cell mod, but it doesn't work on certain games. The mod Mystic, it has issues on a lot of games because it doesn't run officially how it doesn't properly. There's issues with it in certain games. I think GT Sport has issues as well on sometimes, depending on which one you get. But I want an official set that they make. Yeah, it makes sense, wouldn't it? Yeah, we're going into Super GT stream in a minute. We're gonna go in there and everyone's gonna go in there in a bit when he starts. He's not live yet. I'm gonna go in there and put it on my phone for a bit. Let's just see if let me put this on charge for. His stream doesn't start for another 7 minutes, so I want to see what his I want to see how he gets on with the wheel, and I'm looking forward to watching it. I'll put my phone on charge. We're all going to go in there when it starts, obviously. I don't even know how many we've got in here. We've probably only got about 50 people in here now. My chat lies to me all the time. There's a bug with OBS at the moment where it doesn't show the correct amount of viewers you've got in, so I have no idea what I've got in. Yeah, you can use the drive hub with V3s, but then if you use that with V3s with the TGT, you don't get the force feedback. There's things missing. It just doesn't work properly. It's a bit annoying, really, but the thing with that CPX adapter that someone mentioned before is it just tricks your wheel into thinking you've got Thrustmaster pedals when you haven't. And it works perfectly fine with the console. So it's really like I just wish Thrustmaster would just come out and make some load cells. Yeah, don't know if I can click that link because I think it is. I think it's possibly that one. Does it say it's been discontinued on it, Nathan? Like, does a bloke say on it that it's not available for delivery anymore or something like that when you click on it? Because apparently, at one point, he was going to make a new one, a version 2, and then it's just the website's dead now. It's been dead for years. It's a shame. But anyway, for anyone who's joining now, we made we bottled it. We bottled it in our race, but I really enjoyed that race at Spa. I hope everyone else enjoyed it because I was having a lot of fun in that race. It was really intense. It was a different type of intense to GT Sport. GT Sport's like a lot of action, but the race at Spa we just had, it was just pure intense because we had a drive. We were staying reasonably close to P1 and P2, and we had P4 and 5 right behind us as well. So it was really intense.
people stream. I stream every night, so I pretty well, not every night, but I like to stream every night or as much as possible. I think it's important if you want to do this as a job, which I do, to make sure that I'm live at least 5 times a week. That's what I'm trying to do. I need to obviously get on top of the videos, but at the moment it's a bit of a weird situation on GT Sport, because that's why tomorrow in the day I'm going to get up and I'm going to start doing the brake bias video. Start like going with. I can't do every car. The aim of the video will be to do 4-wheel drive, front wheel drive, front engine rear wheel drive, and MR car. I'll pick one in each, and I'll go through like why I do certain things with the brake bias, and I'm going to do like a comparison between all the way to the front and then all the way to the rear, etc. So, you know, like just show the difference between each one and why I pick certain values with cars. I need to explain it in the video, and hopefully that'll help you out, and hopefully we can have it out for next week some point. Tuesday, Monday, Tuesday, something like that, because we've got no FIA, so I can do it tomorrow and Sunday. Yeah, it's been discontinued, the bash. That's the one that was literally made for people on PS4. Like, it was ideal for it, and then he discontinued it. So it was a shame. Anyway, let's all go and gate crash Super GT stream and get in there. So everyone, if you haven't subscribed to him, go and subscribe to Super GT. Check out his new rig. It's absolutely amazing. He's going to be streaming GT Sport tonight with the new rig using the Fanatec steering wheel. I point at mine. Mine's not Fanatec. I don't know why I did that. But yeah, he's using the Fanatec wheel. He's got the load cell pedal on, and it looks amazing. So let's all get in there and have a little watch of Super GT and give him some support. So I'll see you all later. Thank you, everyone, for coming into the stream. I appreciate it. And have a great night. And you'll probably see me in the chat anyway. So I'll see you in a bit. See you later, everyone.